Hello friends, family and other creatures of the sea, and welcome back to a high-level best of 3 between Shin and Clem. Today we have a proxy hatchery here to kick things off with. That actually is quite exciting. What the hell? I've seen this build before. I want to say it was Rainer who did it versus Clem, and then beat Clem with it, and then they played another time, and I think Rainer did it again, and then Rainer lost with it. Now, people will look at that and think, aha, Clem learned on how to beat the proxy hatch in his natural, and as a result, this will never work again. That is not quite how StarCraft works. I very frequently lose to the same things. Actually, that is kind of my, I don't want to say trademark, because there's other people that also do that, but it is one of my many skills that I have. I do remember this being the response out of Clem. So, the proxy hatch against Protoss is actually quite strong, because the moment you're proxying a hatchery there and you're pulling your workers, you still cannot start a nexus, right? Like, it's not something you can do. But Terrans, they can do whatever the hell they like. They can build it over here. He could have built it right next to it. It doesn't matter. We're going to get a cancel on an Evo chamber. Like, this also absolutely does 0. I'm not even sure if you actually want to attack that Evo chamber. Like, Clem here is doing it. I'm not sure if he thought about why he's doing it. He's just doing it. Ooh, I love this little this detail. You saw that? SCV went over to the refinery because that is the safe place for the drone. What drone can do is they can move to a refinery, start an extractor, and then you just pretty much rinse and repeat. The moment the Reaper runs away, you throw down another hatchery, right? That probably would have been the plan. It's not going to be possible here right now. Shin is down 2 workers. Shin is about even in natural base timing, which is not great. And Shin is going to have to deal with a double gas opening Clem, which is honestly also not that great for him. So just all around, not the, this is not the type of game that Shin is going to be selling on his Shin's Masterclass Shopify page. If Shin ever becomes a course salesman, the moment e-commerce doesn't cut it anymore and he says, you know what I would like to do is to teach people something, this game will not be in it. I can tell you that much. Maybe as an example of what not to do in the early game. But this will not be, not a lot of bragging going around here, let me tell you. Not a lot of bragging going around this type of game. Ooh, Queen is coming over to the jump up spot. Starport coming in as well. It's going to be 2-base Banshee. I've actually seen a switch up out of some Terrans as of late, where for a very long time, and when I say a very long time, I mean 5 years. So in the context of StarCraft 2, that is about 1/3. That is a very long time. They've been playing triple CC before second gas, and then you're gonna delay your cloak a bit. You're gonna delay your Hellions a bit, but you do have a very fast third CC. That's not the case over here. Clem is opting to go for much quicker Hellions, much quicker Banshees, and no quick third CC. So a significant switch up here. That also means that the defense need to significantly switch things up if they want to survive, which I do believe is one of Shin's core tenets. Not dying. It's kind of the... Ooh. Look at that. 2 more queens. Yeah, Shin ideally would get some info here right now. I don't know what the exact timing is to deal with this cloak. With this first cloak Banshee. Like, what is I don't know what the number is. I want to say like 4:45. This is going to be a great scout. Look at that. He's going to see that Banshee. If he gets the read on the CC on the wall, that would be nice too. Just in case he wasn't aware yet. Yeah, he starts his spores a little bit faster than he usually would. And I think this is just going to be barely in time. But barely in time is still in time. Being on time against Banshee is really quite binary. It's, it's either in time or it isn't. You don't have almost on time. It's too late. You're going to lose 4 workers. That's just how it is. Spore here, kind of like a in-betweeny area. I always like those spores because they make it difficult for the Terran to harass, or at least more difficult for the Terran to harass. Terrans love harassing, it's never difficult for them. It comes natural to them. Terrible people to be around. Oh, the Queen's actually taking quite a beating. The Banshee is barely out of vision range as well. This is very frustrating. Lots of damage output here. No Overseer in the mix. Hellions are trying to scoot over towards the left, see if they can get some drone kills. They can't. Shin, honestly, with a textbook defense, ended up losing, I think, a queen, 14 links, 2 drones. dealt significant damage to one of these Banshees, and on top of that, has a very good drone count. Like, one of the things that people don't... Oh my god, okay, never mind. Oh, this is why you don't fight people up. This is the reason why you should never give compliments. It's because people just disappoint you. Why would you just end up losing those queens there? That's so sad. Now he's lost 3 queens. He just lost more to those 2 Banshees because he wanted to walk to his fort base that he can't even inject yet. That's actually really sad. What was I gonna say? God, that's such a good insight as well. You guys are gonna be robbed from that insight now. Oh yeah, Zerg is one of these things where people are like, oh, Zerg defended this successfully. It's like, well, as a Zerg, it's not that hard to defend things successfully. It is hard to defend things successfully on a good drone count. Like, Shin defended that. I think it was 58 workers, then he went to 63, and now up to 70. Like, that is impressive. Like, my mom could defend the Hellion Banshee harass as well, and she would do it off 22 drones. Like, that's significantly less impressive. Still, you know, good job, Mom, on making sure the Clem doesn't kill you in the first 5 minutes with Hellion Banshee, but you catch my drift. It's like, with Zerg, it's not just like, oh, I defended, this is fine. It's more like, oh, I defended, plus I have this drone count. It's fine. And I feel like Shin really kind of hit the mark there. He's going to go for a counterattack. This feels very risky to me. There's no Banelings out. You have no Hydras. There's 2... You know there's no Banshees here, so you know the Banshees are at home. Because there's no Banshees with the push. Oh, this is disaster, isn't it? Like, this is... I don't think this is actually good for Shin. He's going to be losing this fort base. Unless these Banelings all get the hit. Do they get the hit? No, they don't. One of them almost gets the hit. Things are really getting no actual damage done. They kill a tank, a couple of Marines. Fort base going down is so freaking bad. So this hatchery is not gonna fall. Clem here ignoring to do his duty as a patriotic American. As a Dominion-loving Terran. He should have killed that fort base and he didn't. His country's gonna hate him for it. What is this? Why would he not kill that? It felt like that was right in like right-click range, you know? It's like, oh, let me just right-click that. Shin, by the way, also interesting to note, going for range upgrades. This is something that I've also been seeing as of late. I don't actually know what that means though. Like, it's... I'd love to draw big conclusions from the range, but I really can't because I still think, yeah, he's still gonna go for melee here. So you could say, oh, he... I guess for the queens it's nice. It might just be one of those things where Zergs realize, hey, I'm defending with a lot of queens early on. And even into like the later stages of the mid games, I often still have 6 queens. Like, yes, Link Bane is decent, but Banelings, you know, if a Baneling explodes on a Marine, it's good. It doesn't matter if they have +1, +2, or +3. So if you want to get a bunch of Hydras, might as well just get those range upgrades and it helps for the queens too. I think that might be part of the logic. I'm not entirely sure though. This is a cute little run by the way. There's no Bane, there's nothing really to defend. You need to split 2 Banelings to the top here, by the way. This is a rule that I have, because otherwise they can lower the depot. Oh, that's a new approach to dealing with Baneling run-bys. He just stacked all of them up, and then Shin killed 22. I think I prefer my approach of lowering one of the depots and running them away, but then again, I never won a world championship, so maybe we should follow Clem's lead in this. Okay, 2-2 is on the way. Fort CC is moving over. Gonna go again. I mean, there's just a lot of pressure right now on Clem to perform. And he's not bad under pressure, it's just gonna make it harder. Like, it feels like he's pretty all in. He's gonna go here with 3 tanks. Oh my god, there's so many Banelings. There's actually so many freaking Banelings. How many is there? Is there 31? Holy crap. That is a lot of Banes. There's nothing coming from the back though. Now we have a Link flank coming in. That's actually going to make it hard for these Marines, yeah, to run away. It's like, oh, let me just walk into those Banes. A couple of weird moves out of Clem so far in this video game so far. Like some uncharacteristic mistakes as Shin. He smells blood in the water. Because he has a very good nose. Could release a course on that as well. But yeah, I mean, he's going to go for it. Now, I've seen Hydra Link Bane pushes like this go horribly wrong. +2 attack just finished up as well. Carapace not done here quite yet. Target fire on the Banelings is good. Marine count is large, but Bane count surviving might just be large enough as well. No, it's not. Okay, now we're going to have +2 Marines versus pure Hydra Link pretty much. Let's see how that fight goes. Not good for Shin. Not good for Shin. Shin, by the way, who's still stuck on lair attack as well. So we felt that Shin had a great hold, but also Shin was kind of all-inning from lair attack, which does make his hold a little bit less impressive. You know, if there was an Ultra Cavern behind this and we're 12 lurkers building, we'd be like, oh my god, Shin is a genius. But now it's like, he was pretty much all-inning into Clem, who then lost 22 workers, and then the all-in failed. So, yeah, I mean, it's not great. Now we get an infestation pit on the way. This hatchery is still very low in HP, by the way, 202, as Clem perhaps gets a little bit too eager. A bit too eager here in the attack. This is an issue, the lack of 3-3. I understand why it hasn't started yet, because there were, you know, bigger things on the menu. Bigger fish to fry, as they say. And as a professional fish fryer, you always start with the biggest ones first. Get the most meat on them. Don't want to let them spoil. Oh, here we go. Marines, yeah, just gonna win. Clem, nice comeback here. Takes the W on Title Citadel. Oh, I absolutely love this move. Shin is just gonna go for the same build again. He says, never change a losing team. Or maybe just never change a team in general. He freaking hates people that change teams. That whenever you have like the transfers in the football season, it's the worst period of time for Shin. He's just sitting there the entire time. Can't believing these people are changing teams. Left, right, and center. Bunch of idiots. You're actually gonna go for another proxy hatch. This is phenomenal. Like, I don't... It's very difficult for me to understand to see someone having a very well-prepared response to a cheese or like an all-in or a proxy, and then wanting to play it again. Because Clem is not an inconsistent player either. Like, he'll do the same scout every single game. To say, like, he doesn't give a crap. Like, he's not going to improvise here right in this moment. Like, he's not an improviser. That's not what he does. So he's gonna build a CC on the high ground. Probably, I'm not even sure if it fits here, but if it fits, it's gonna be over here. He's going to pull 7 workers exactly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and plus the one that's already there. So it's just the exact same response. Like, unless Shin has like a small variation, maybe where he's like, okay, I can make this better against this particular response, then I don't really see it happening. So last game we saw the cancel on the hatchery into the Evo chamber. This time we're seeing the finish on the hatchery. So it cost him more money. And there's no advantage. He's building a drone? Oh, it's yeah, it's like a fake Ling. I guess he wanted to pretend like he was building Lings. Hey, these SCVs don't even really have to be here. Like, this CC is not even halfway down. Like, Clem is realizing now, this is the first time he played against this particular thing. It's like, he could have probably just kept shooting with Reaper Marine, because he scouted with SCV and saw nothing weird was happening. But he was absolutely fine. We now have the command center that is fully finished. We're gonna have a factory. And Shin is going into speed, but without a third base. So he's pretty much playing a standard game, except he's just down about like 400 minerals from where he wants to be. Because usually you can play this exact same build, except you have a third base with it. Actually, your speed would be faster too. So Shin has managed to find a build that does nothing the best and everything the worst. This is the problem with a lot of middle of the road solutions. Like, if there's a road on the left and a road on the right and there's a swamp in the middle, and you take the compromise, the middle of the road, you're in the swamp. Now, you might meet Shrek, which could be pleasant or unpleasant, depending on which media you consume. But all I do know is that in StarCraft 2, this is not ideal. Because he's now going to take a third base and getting a lair as well. I am absolutely stunned as to what I'm seeing here. This seems to me like one of the worst early games a Zerg could have. And we already saw Shin do this in the first game. And now he's going for it once more. He's like, you know what? I'll freaking do it again. It is definitely a confusing move. It's a nice run by though. Would be even better if it killed something. But, you know, you can't have everything in life. I mean, that actually was nice. I appreciate that. Like, I appreciate the attempt, but it didn't succeed. It was an unsuccessful attempt. We're now going to go up to 8 Hellions. We're going to add our extra barracks into the mix already as well. Like, this is all around. This is such a bad freaking situation right now for Shin. There's going to be a Banshee. We have an Overseer on the way. We're playing Hydra. No Evo Chamber yet. I actually thought it was going to be Mutas or a Queenling Nidus. Like, these were on my bingo card. Queen taking a lot of damage. There's a Transfuse available. Doesn't get used. So one Queen goes down pretty much for free. Still this Banshee around. 43 to 43 drones. Sanctuary is extremely damaged, by the way. So you get another rotation. Creep spread also isn't brilliant here. This has actually been one of the more confusing games that I've watched in my life. I've watched a lot of StarCraft in my life, but this is weird. Banshee's gonna continue shooting at this thing. We might get the Banshee though. No, he won't. I'm not sure why I thought he would. Oh, 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 oh! That's pretty close to in the end there. Hellion's now gonna come in. Gonna kill 3 drones. Gonna kill 5 drones. There's actually nothing in the natural either. The Clem is actually just winning in the first 6 minutes. My mom is disappointed. There is an Evo Chamber, which I think is a fake. Because we're on 45 workers playing Hydra Ling. I think the only thing that Shin can do here is to go for a Hydra Ling attack. Which already aren't so strong, but especially aren't strong when you have a dog water early game. Like, there's going to be... I think there's going to be a tank ready by the time this hits. It's going to be close to being ready. The one big mistake that Terrans make when they're playing against a 45 drone all-in is that they try to hold the third base while they can just float it away and run the SCV. So as long as Clem doesn't make that mistake, I don't understand how he could lose. A second Evo Chamber. Yeah, at this point, he's just gaslighting the observers. It's like, he is 51 workers and he's supply blocked. There is 0 chance that he's going to be getting upgrades right now. There's like legitimately no chance. He's like, let me just start my +1 range. He gets 6 more drones. He's actually gonna do it. Dude, this guy's mad. What the hell? Forces the lift here on this command center. One Hydra's gonna get smacked on the bottom side. Oh, his CC's in some trouble. Tank's gonna shoot once. Okay, that's the end of this push, isn't it? I am so curious to see where the hell this is gonna go. I just cannot imagine a worse early game than Shin has showed here. And then his follow-up is going to be Infestation Pit. He's still on 4 gases and he gets a Spore. 24 Lynx and 10 Hydras versus 35 Marines. I think if Clem decides to attack right now, the game will just end. Like, there's just not enough stuff. It's going to be 1-1 upgrades versus 0-0. There's 4 Medivacs as well. Like, the only thing that Shin can do is base raid. Counterattack. I love that Clem is like scouting. It's like, do you have a fort? Like, do you even have a fort? It's like, no. Like, he's also checking it. He's like, wait, you actually don't. Like, at all? I think Clem is confirming that the fort is in the middle. And now he scans. He's like, what? You're on 3 base Hydra Ling. Like, there's not even a 6th gas yet, Clem. Don't worry about it. This game is theoretically unlosable. Infestors. Yes. I actually kind of like the Infestors here. I'm not going to lie. I think this is a good call. Ling, Hydra, Infestor. You try to catch some of these droppers. That's probably the only way you're going to get a good fight. So I think it's a good move. It's like, right now, this is the move, you know? Clem is double scanning. Dude, Clem is so freaking confused. He's like, 2, 3, 4 infestors waddling by. Clem's gonna scout to make sure there's no proxy hatchery here, you know, like a hidden base. I mean, this is actually starting to get a little bit ridiculous. Okay, run by is gonna get caught as well. How the hell, by the way, is Shin still so close in supply? What is going on over here? This feels like one of these... you know when you're doing a boss fight and you have like one special item that you use and you throw it at the boss, but just as you throw it, he starts going into his second phase. So he's doing a bit of dialogue and your super bomb that you've been saving the entire game for this moment does 0 damage. Like, that is kind of what it feels like in this game. Like, Clem... I feel like Clem has done everything right, but he's only up 20, 30 supply. Like, he's still up a lot, but it feels like this game should be over already. But here's Shin. Like, he's taking into Hive. Like, he's absolutely feeling this. He's ready right now. He's like, oh my god, you have a lot of Marines? Guess what? I have 7 Infestors and 8 Banelings. Watch me go. No, watch me, nay. We have a lot of freaking links going around as well, so that's interesting. There's nothing here defending. I think it's a good move. Okay, we have a couple of units defending. So we're gonna go in with this massive push. Clem has got to be legitimately insanely confused. Like, the most confused gamer in the entire freaking world right now is Clem. It's gonna be 198 supply to 183. Baneling count is growing as well. Hive is on the way. We're still 70 workers to 69. Clem is gonna go onto the high ground to see if we can do anything from here. Now, this might come as a surprise to some of you. I think the answer is going to be yes. He's going to be up in upgrades against an army that looks terrible. Okay, investors are going to tank the tank shots. That is a new one as well. Does get a couple of really freaking good fungals. Holy crap. Link flood coming in as well from the back. Dude, that flank was legit. That flank was very legit. If he had one more fungal on those medevacs, I'd almost say that Shin is winning. Now I'd say that Shin is not winning, because he's losing still. He's getting Microbial Shroud. He is on something here. This is like when you're playing a game of Risk, and your task is to kill blue. You know, your mission in the game is to kill blue for a win. But blue is not connected to you anywhere. So you just start attacking random countries to get the blue. That's kind of what this feels like. Like, Shin is... I don't know what is on his little card. But he had to start with a proxy hatch, and Microbial had to be used as well in this game. Let's see if we can get there. Like, we actually haven't seen a lot of Microbial Shroud in recent times. I was really excited about it when it first came out, like in the new patch, and Terrans were complaining about that it was going to be very broken. And it ended up actually being kind of fine. This is a good fungal. This is a really nice fungal. It's going to get you 2 medevacs. Yeah, neat. Well done. Honestly, a little bit naive as well out of Clem, right? Like, is this really something you want to do? Yes, this is also naive. Look at this. Sending in 5 Banelings into a sensor tower against Clem. Like, this might work against your little brother who has 25 IQ. But against Clem, like, even if there's no sensor tower, his response is going to be fast enough. There's a 0 chance. Get another scan. Dude, Clem is so afraid. He has no clue what the hell is going on. He's been scanning for years. He now sees there's a hive. He's probably starting to get afraid of lurkers. Which I would also be getting afraid of, but we don't even have a lurker den yet. So this threat is only in his head. Alright. And this fight is going to be a disaster, no? Maybe Microbial Shrouds? Maybe we get a link flank as well. Okay, here we go. 1 Microbial, 2 Microbial. This is reasonable. 3 Microbial. Links move back. Honestly, this was really well done. What the hell? He killed all the tanks. Didn't overcommit with the links, like he pulled them away. And now Clem is actually getting a little bit aggressive. Do we have any fungals remaining? No, we don't. 2 ghosts available. New tank showing up as well. Link run by in the natural. We'll clear a tank there. Here comes the infestors. Do we have a fungal? 1 fungal here would be huge. Oh, there we go. There we go. Yep. Oh, it's like 25 supply. There we go. We have 1 more fungal in here. It's going to hit. a chunk of the Marines at least. The Balings are rolling forward. Clem loses absolutely everything. Shin takes a 50 supply lead. And now he only, like, you cannot actually go kill these bases, I think. I think you have to go for the throat. And I think he's going to go for it as well. Either you go for the throat and then the third and send some links there, or just go straight for the kill. This is 100% correct. He has the Viper. He knew this was going to happen. Because Shin can look into the future. And in the future, he saw that 2-base lair is what everyone and their mom is playing. As he's running in here. He's up 40 supply. This is still kind of scary because a lot of supply is moving across the map. Tank now comes out, needs to be pulled in, or Blinding Cloud. No, just going to kill it straight up. We have one more Blinding Cloud available. Baling's now rolling through as well as Shin with the most unlikely victory that I've seen in my entire life. Actually one of the most ridiculous games I've seen. You know, Shin is like a train driver. Like he's the conductor of a train. Except the train is off the rails. And you're thinking to yourself, wow, we can't drive the train anymore then. Like it's going to be impossible. But you look to the right out of the window and you see the world kind of flashing by. It makes no sense. That entire game was a fever dream. Beautifully constructed by Shin. Like, honestly, the fights that he took were so good. And I always feel like people can only take these fights when you're behind. Like, Shin would not be capable of taking a fight like this if he was ahead. Because he would not be looking to squeeze water out of stone as much. Clem would be a little bit more careful. You know, like the mindset changes. Like Clem is going to be more aggressive if he's further ahead because he believes he has more leeway. And like Shin might not win that game if he has a better early game. Am I making the case here for bad early games? No. But I feel like that game was special. I really do think it was. Freaking Microbial Shroud as well. I cannot believe we saw Microbial Shroud being useful. As this time he's once again going for a 2-base opener. This time without the proxy hatch though. But it is at least initially a 2-base opener. With speed. And pretty heavy on the gas as well. You see that? 2 workers still in gas. I'm liking this. 3rd CC on the way. So this is the first time Clem gets to play his favorite build order. So he's going to go for a 2-on-1 follow-up. This is very common against 3rd delayers. People that don't build 3rd bases. Oh, here we go. This thing's going to get smacked back down. I get smacked down. But I get up again. Lair in the natural then? Is that the plan? Because there's still a queen going up in the main base. Clem's going to get the scout. Oh, queens really want to kill. You really want to kill this. I think we're going to lair in the natural. I think it's going to be Muta here. If this is Hydra Ling again from 2 base, I'm going to go freaking bananas. This has been a really cool series though so far. Like actual different build orders. Like playstyles that we don't see. What is it? Infestor, Hydra Ling, Bane. That was sick as hell. I think we're gonna watch 2-base Muta. No, we're not. Roach Warren. We are not watching 2-base Muta right here. Oh, he cancelled the speed as well. Oh, he tricked me with that. Let's see if we can trick our good friend Clem here as well. Evo chamber on the way. Is that in the wall? No, it's in the back. You know what Shin has just done as well? I didn't even think of that until just now. Is that Shin has shown that it is possible to play 2-base lair into Hydralisk, which means there's now a 3rd option. There always used to only be 2 options. Muta, 2-base Muta, and 2-base Roach, like what we're seeing right now. And now I believe in this little thing called 2-base Hydra too. Okay, he's gonna go Glio Reconstitution. So I'm wondering what the play actually is. Like what are we aiming for here? What is the objective of the build? Is it gonna be to get 1-1 and then go for a big push? Is the objective to just survive and rush out a quick infestation pit? No, because we probably would have seen infestation pit before +1 range then. Like if you're going into you're rushing ultras, which is something we sometimes see out of Roach, right? This could actually just be a 1-1 Roach push. It's going to be a bit of an offbeat a bit of an offbeat timing, I think. Like, different than what we usually see. And also a weird drone count. Like, we already have a lot of roaches on the way right now. There's also a 5th gas coming in, though. Off of 51 workers. Clem still has a CC in his main base. I think Clem believes this is Mura, no? Has he scouted anything yet? No, he hasn't. Like, he would love to see this. I think revealing the roaches is probably a mistake. Okay, no, the roaches have been revealed. I don't know how, but they have been revealed. Because we have Marauder in production. I did not see that, my apologies. So the Hellions must have seen them already. Do you add bunkers in this case? I am so curious. Because this is going to be a 51 drone, 5 gas, 1-1 roach all in. It's going to hit at a timing when I think there's going to be 2 to 3 tanks. And at a timing where Clem really freaking wants to land the 3rd base. Although Clem just did confirm the lack of drones here. So I don't think he's actually going to move out. I think he's going to stay behind his lethal depot wall. Yeah, and he's going to lift back up. I think this is a very wise decision. Now, this is still a serious attack. Like, we shouldn't scoff at this. This tank in particular is too far forward. We have 4 Ravagers, so even if 1 Ravager dies, you can still kill it most likely. Ooh, these tank shots are quite painful. Quite painful indeed. Here we go. No. You can't keep doing that, I think. I really do believe that to be a bit of a mistake. Just kind of walking into the tank shots. Now we're going back home. Carapace drones. Okay, that's it for the push. Oh, this is a great scout out of these Hellions. He saw the drone. So you know that drones are being produced. So you know that drones are being produced right now. And that should pretty much give you the signal that you're allowed to move over to your 3rd base. Yes, Shin is going to add in an infestation pit as well. I mean, this is the 3rd game in a row where he's just in a terrible position. I have a feeling that Clem is going to play a little bit more secure this time around, though. He's adding in 2 Marauders at a time with 2 tech labs that he has. He has 3 reactors, so 6 Marine, 2 Marauder is an average production cycle. Mix the tanks in there. I think the moment he gets 5-6 tanks, he can probably just 100% of the time win the game. Okay, Infestors in the mix too. Kind of like that. Kind of do like that. I really do. The Marines now moving towards the top side of the map. And this has been an odd game. I think Shin wasn't focused enough on denying the scout of the Hellions. Like, it's so important for the Terran to get that information. It's like the lack of workers, the lack of drones. Such a big deal in my mind. Bailing Nest gonna get spotted here as well. So even the follow-up is gonna get revealed. Like, I'm just having a difficult time seeing how the hell Clem is going to actually deal with this. Or sorry, how Shin is gonna deal with this. Like, Clem has so much supply. 1 tank doesn't even fall. Another big fungal is gonna connect, but we only have a single fungal left right now. 2 more Infestors are on the way. I think the tank count is too big here too. Like, there's a couple of Marauders in there as well. 5 tanks still available, is that correct? No, 4 tanks still available. More Marines, Marauders moving across the map. Even if this push doesn't kill, I think it's gonna deal very serious damage here. See what Shin can do. Okay, there we go. 1 fungal hits 6 units. No more fungals available right now. Okay, 1 more is gonna connect, but without Banelings to finish off the job. Not sure how great it really is, although... That, good enough. I think, good enough. Tanks are gonna go down. Clem once again is getting pushed back. 72 workers for Shin. Again, 72 for Clem. We get double scans. He sees the lack of a hive now. He might have wanted to scout that before. I mean, I really thought this was gonna work. Clem's still in a very playable position, by the way. Supply is a lie here. I don't think it tells even... the whole, even a part of the story. Well, it does tell part of the story, but not a too significant part of the story. Like, the real story here is the lack of good units for Shin. He's going to be attacking right now. Roach Ravager attacking is always a little bit rough. We're going to get 3 Ravagers sending in forward. There's 1 tank on the high ground, as this tank is going to die before anything happens. We have another fungal in the mix. I think Shin might actually be doing it. Oh my god. What an absolute beast. +2 attack has finished up right now for Clem. There is a tank on the high ground. Clem also still has up like 5 workers. Big Fungal's gonna connect. There is really not a whole lot to finish this up though, which is the thing that scares me the most. Like there's no Baneling, no Lurker, nothing that Clem needs to be afraid of, you know? Like Clem doesn't look at this army as a scary army. He looks at this army as a bunch of bugs that he can squash. And I think he actually can squash this still. He has good production, 8 barracks I believe, yep. SCV count still at 71 as well. Ravagers are the only thing remaining. No 3-3 on the way. No Infestors in the mix either. Ooh, I'm not even sure if this Roach High or Ravager army can just straight up be here. Ooh, tank's gonna almost... Oh my god! The Biles. The freaking Biles. Maybe you can go for the CC. But yeah, there's a lift possibility is still there as well, right? +3 attack starts for Clem, which I appreciate. And Clem is catching up in supply here right now. New set of Fungal Boys is showing up soon here too. The reality of the matter is that we still have 4 bases versus 4 bases. 72 workers to 75. 3 mules versus 0. Gonna go for a double road run by. It shouldn't really do a whole lot. I mean, you maybe get like a worker or 2, but... It should, yeah. Clem is close by enough that it shouldn't matter. We're gonna get an 8 marine drop into this base. Fungal might catch that actually. Absolutely, there we go. 5 marines are gonna go down, so that's 5 supply that you kill. It's neat. Centrifugal hooks on the way, Ultra Cavern as well coming in. And Ultra Cavern, is it going to give us a significant change? It is, in the way that the marines are going to be a lot less good, but the marauders still are... Like, in big enough numbers. Like, you have 13 marauders. I think that is fine, personally. Four Ghost, Liberators. Yeah, I mean, it's really going to be tough right now for Shin. Clem, I can't believe how aggressive Clem was once again, though. And how comfortable he is right now. We see almost no Marines in production. You see only key units, like 2 Marines, 4 Ghosts, 1 Tank, 2 Liberators. Like, that's how you want to be doing it. A lot of bad Terran players, they often fill up their supply with pure Marines, even later on in the game, which is a... Yeah, it's a bit of a blunder. It absolutely is a bit of a blunder. Okay, Baneling's rolling out. Extra CCs on the way. Are we actually going to go into a macro game now? That would be the freaking wildest thing that I've seen in a long time. Spine on the way. Clem is playing this really freaking secure as well, by the way. Like, he's just sitting. He's just sitting right now. I get a roach attack into this base. I mean, this doesn't work. I think Shin knew that wasn't gonna work as well. He just needs to free up some supply for real units, or I guess in this case drones. Gonna get 11 of them. As Clem now has created the ultimate army, he's adding in more orbitals, fusion cores, starports. And he's gonna have great mining here. I don't know what to tell you guys. Borrow. The army ain't all bad, it's just the 9 roaches need to go. Like, before the next fight. Guess they're just not gonna contribute anything. You can replace them maybe with ultras. You get a couple of scans. Doesn't see the Ultra Cavern. Does see the hive. Probably can figure out what's going on. Either way, you're building Go, so doesn't matter that much. Gonna be a major attack here. Clem seems pre-split. Maybe a bit too pre-split for it. This is gonna come as a big surprise here. Look at this. There we go, there we go, there we go. Now we need to go, now we need to go. And there we go indeed. Okay, Fungal's gonna connect. That's a nice start. That's a very neat start. Banelings here want to hit the planetary. Will they get it? They will. Ravagers dealing with the Liberators. Kind of, not really. 1 Liberator goes down. Shin with a lot of cash in the bank. A very reasonable fight for Shin. A very reasonable fight for Shin. Holy crap. That was very reasonable indeed. 3 extra ultras on the way. What else are we getting here? Chitinous. Do we have the speed? this anabolic synthesis? Yeah, so you have a... Maybe Spire? Yeah, okay. Spire also coming in already. +3 carapace down. We're looking for some melee upgrades. Clem just lost his 5th base. That is really frustrating for him. Now we're going to have some borrowed infestors being sent in. Dude, Shin is kind of blasting Clem. Like, as the kids would say, no cap. He's doing a phenomenal job here. Shin is going to go for round 2. Not sure if Clem is ready yet. I don't think Clem is ready yet at all. As everything is moving forward. I don't even see where that borrowed infestor is. It might have just died. Files are connecting with the Liberators. I cannot believe what I'm seeing here. 2 games in a row. Shin just destroys Clem. Destroys him from the mid to the late game. After an impossibly terrible early game. Impossibly terrible. He is making magic happen. They call him Magic Hands for a reason, let me tell you. It's because his hands are magic. Ooh, this guy's gonna go to the north. A couple of infestors on the way as well. Can Clem still do this? I mean, this base is gonna be tough to hold. This base is gonna be impossible to hold. These tanks are on siege. These ghosts are freaking cooked. This has to be one of the worst losses that Clem has had in a while. It is so rare to see Clem be on the receiving end of a, like, not just a comeback, but like a major comeback. Twice in a row. GG gets called. Shin. Victories over Clem. Here on Ruby Rock. But that White Rabbit game, the previous game, that's the real banger. This was good. White Rabbit is phenomenal. Like, that is the type of stuff you put in like a time capsule. Or like the one that we shoot into space, you know? Like, they always put songs in there. You should put the freaking replay file of Clem versus Shin on White Rabbit. See what those aliens say when they see that. It's like, holy crap. This is extraterrestrial. All right, that's going to be it for me today. Thanks for watching. I hope you all enjoyed it.